What happened in New Zealand? Here's what we know. We know that a 28-year-old personal trainer, former bodybuilder, went into a mosque live streaming with a bunch of guns and killed 49 Muslims at a mosque, at their house of worship. Just before he went in, he released a manifesto online. It's 73, 74 pages. It explains why he did it, but it's a difficult document unless you are steeped in internet language, unless you're steeped in various ideologies on both the left and the right, unless you have some context with which to read this manifesto, you can get it very wrong, as a ton of people on social media and in traditional media, the mainstream media, did on Friday and Saturday. They just were not equipped to read this document, so they didn't know exactly what it meant. The question is, should people read the manifesto? You know, this document was hosted on a few websites, Scribd, a few others, and some media were posting it. And some media outlets said, we don't want to publish the manifesto. Daily Wire, I think, said, we're not going to publish the manifesto. We're not going to give this guy extra publicity. Totally get that. That makes a lot of sense to me. However, the document cloud services like Scribd that people had uploaded it to also took down the manifesto. This, I think, is a huge mistake, because to say a place like Daily Wire or CNN or Fox or whatever that they're not going to publish it, right, there's no reason to totally give this guy an open platform. But to say that the internet is going to censor this document, you can't find it. I wasn't able to find it after I first read it, then it was gone. I had to search and have people send me copies of it just to be able to read it. This is a bad idea, because the message that it sends is that this document is explosive, it's dangerous. People can't be trusted to read it. Why? Maybe it contains all sorts of truths that the conspiracy doesn't want you to read, and which is not what is going on here. What is actually happening is these document cloud services are getting a lot of public pressure. They don't want to give this guy publicity. They don't want to be seen as agreeing with this guy's content. They're being kowtowed by censorious mobs that actually, if anything, are giving this shooter more credit than he deserves. The reality is, the ideas that he's espousing are bad ideas. He's asking questions, he's coming up with bad answers to those questions, and then he's using those bad answers to justify killing a ton of innocent people. Those are bad ideas. The way to stop those bad ideas is to refute them. Not to ignore them, not to dismiss them, not to say that they're so dangerous we're not going to put... No. Take them on head on. There's nothing mystical or secret or really wise in these documents. They're bad ideas and we should refute them. That, I think, is important. You've got to deal with ideology head on. If you ignore it, you give it a dangerous cachet, and people are going to seek it out, and they're going to read it out of context, and they might draw pretty bad conclusions. What the guy did is not defensible. It's not defensible ideologically. It's obviously not defensible religiously. It's not defensible politically. So the ideas that he espouses are only powerful if they are not shown to be as wrong as they are.